It's showtime, the International Builder Show Kitchen Bath Industry Show, having a look at the latest and greatest for your home. And what could be better than a product that'll keep pests and UV rays out, improve comfort, and lower your utility bill? Well, Phantom Screens can do that, and here to tell you a little bit about it is Paul Ackah-Sanzah with Phantom Screens. How are you, Paul?
I'm well, thank you, James.
Your booth is delightful, and people have been surrounding the booth looking at not only the screens that will take care of French doors or patio doors, but large screens like this. Why don't we start with this screen behind us? What is it, and what can you share about it?
Sure, James. What we have here is the executive motorized screen. It is our oversized screens that we use for large openings, such as lift and slide doors, patio enclosures, covered porches and decks, and other types of large openings.
Now, this has a gray mesh fabric, but as you showed me earlier in your booth, you have a selection of fabrics that one can use to customize their screen for virtually any application. Is that true with the screen this size as well?
That's correct. Our motorized screens come with a wide range of mesh fabrics, anywhere from insect protection to solar protection, and even for privacy and complete blockout. We have at least 33 different variations of mesh samples that come in various colors and also different grades of protection levels. It's you the functionality of screening material, keeping the bugs out, and also lowering the sun's heat, but also helps to beautify your home by staying out of sight when you're not using the screens.
Okay, so you can use a Phantom retractable screen on an entry door, you can use it on a sliding patio door, you can use it on a swinging door or a pair of French doors, yes?
Absolutely. Our retractable screens come for doors, for windows, and like I mentioned, for large openings. And we make them available. They're custom sized and they're professionally installed by our network of authorized distributors all throughout Canada and the United States. And they provide these screens to homeowners to cover any type of opening in their homes.
All right, now doors used to be 6 foot 8 inches high and 7 feet and 8 feet and sometimes taller. Are there limitations with regard to door height and Phantom screens?
Our retractable screens can go up to a maximum of 120 inches. So that's about a 10-foot high opening that you can screen. And they come up to a maximum of 48 inches wide as well. So you can notice that we will cover quite a wide variety of openings as well.
Phantom really tells a story because these screens do a disappearing act. They are a retractable screen. Can you explain a little bit about the retractable technology and how it differs from a traditional screen?
Certainly. The main difference between the retractable screen and the standard screen that you have in the industry is the fact that with retractable screens, they stay hidden and they remain completely out of sight until they're needed. Most of our homeowners have beautiful views in their homes and they like to be able to have access to those views and don't want to have to look outside and look at through screen materials most of the day. And so with retractable screens, you don't have to look through those screens.
So that has something to do with not only the amount of light that will be emitted, but also which will control damaging UV and heat gain, but also it has something to do with the amount of air that will pass as well. So those are two things that need to be balanced, true?
Absolutely. So our screen mesh that has a lower density, so for instance, our standard insect mesh, which is called an 1814 mesh, you have 18 strands of vertical mesh fabric by 14 strands of horizontal strands per square inch. That allows maximum airflow, anywhere up to about 57% of airflow through the mesh fabric. And that allows for natural ventilation in homes where they want to open up their doors and let the fresh air in.
All right, Paul, we've talked about Phantom screens for entry doors and patio doors and French doors and all of that. What about windows? What about folks who want to get rid of the screened-in look on windows and want that wide open space look? Because does Phantom have a solution for that as well?
Phantom certainly has a solution for windows as well. We have our Serene window screens as well as our Prestige window screens. Both screens are retractable screens and they can be mounted inside the window frame or even surface mounted on the window frame. And as with our other retractable screens, they retract out of sight when they're not in use, and so they're completely out of sight. They blend seamlessly with the decor in the homeowner's home, and our homeowners just love those screens.
Well, that's a wrap. Paul Ackah-Sanzah with Phantom Screens. Thanks so much for joining us from the International Builder Show.
Thank you very much. much, James. Thanks for having me.
And you may learn more about Phantom Screens by visiting their website. It is phantomscreens.com, or you can go to our website at onthehouse.com, where you may like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or have a look at our YouTube how-to videos. James Carey reporting, Las Vegas.